across the top, and then this top part here, there's going to be a little, I'm going to say light or camera. Then on the side, possibly here or here, we'll have some sort of panel where all the, let's say, information for the door would go. I assume it's some kind of piston or like hydraulics that would do the door. And for our technique, there are a couple ways you could do this. You could go from scratch, do cube subdivisions. I'm going to do cube subdivisions, and then I'm going to use a method where I saw where you select edges across using face stepping, and then you can change directions, right click and subdivide, and see it creates a line here. And then if I am to bevel those,
that's not cool.
Extrude manifold, you can see I can get that kind of sci-fi-ish shape for them, which is the primary method I am going to use for this project. So let's begin.
That's not cool. Not at all.
For this project. So let's begin. All right. So
what was that? Control Shift X. If I just hover, can I? Interesting. What if I did this? Okay, interesting. I should learn A and B. A and B are going to be good shortcuts.
all right. So let's start by adding a basic shape that will
we do not want. That's interesting. Hold on. We do not want that. Yes. We want just this. Just those two. Otherwise, we'll get some like funky. Audio recording, audio channel. It's got like a weird, I don't know what to call it.
Be the closest to our object, which is simple cube. The cube itself, it is 2 meters. However, we're going to increase that size. We're going to make it 2 here, or I should go 3. Let's go 1 edge slide 0.3. Should to adjust across the axis. Select all edges. I'm going to select all 0.1. 0.1. That should be a little bit closer to what we want. Now I'm actually going to take this. That should be a little bit closer to what we want. Now I'm be a little bit closer to what we want. Now I'm actually going to take this. Great. Closer to what we want. Now I'm actually. All right. So Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to possibly separate these two pieces. I know at some point, but first, let's start by making this like little like closed piece in the center. I have a reference pulled up, so I know approximately how I want it to look. I can be scaled there. So we have this mark down the center. We have approximately where we want this to go. If I edge slide it around, it's not quite, it's bending this other edge. We don't want that. So what I'm going to do instead, I'm going to take an edge slide. I'm going to go 0.9, another edge slide, 0.9. Look like there is a seam that the two doors connect. All right. Let's define the boundaries of our door, because what it's going to be is along the inside of the door, there's going to be the y-axis until those are straight again. But here's the thing. See these corners? All right. So we have our
Do a lot of cutting, which is interesting.
Right. So we have our tube here. All right. So we have our tube here. But
That is not cool.
corners, we do not want these corners to be perfectly smooth. So what we're going to do is we're going to select all these edges, right click, for the whole for the whole
Hi. Congrats, it's Hayes. I'm just editing a little bit. I want to try editing stuff for my YouTube videos. I should probably get used to that instead of just like posting raw footage. I'm trying to essentially improve the quality of my stuff, but I guess I'm just going to be a little silent while I'm figuring out kind of the whole general process. And then I'm just going to do some coloring like I did yesterday. Enjoy your stream. Say you're going to be streaming soon. Can I move this up, please? I'm also just learning how to use this editing software. Like this.
All right.
Oh, you thought it was FL Studioing? Nah. Yeah. Does it say I'm FL Studioing? I don't think it does. Let me double check. No, it doesn't say. It says the right thing. That's okay.
All right. As you can see, that clearly it's not very rounded. That is an easy fix. What we can do is, I believe, if we take all four of these points, scale across the z-axis, scale it down, we can turn that into about a 45-degree angle on both sides. Now this should be ready to smooth out, and we essentially inset these faces and we can work on outer detail later. All right, let's do some prep for later. Alright, let's do some prep for later. So, first thing I'm going to do is set the width, which I probably should have done at the beginning.
What sucks though is I'm noticing. Oh, he's streaming. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Yeah. I'm gonna have to do like a lot of experimenting. I'm probably not gonna like post on my stuff for a while. Because I'm noticing like this recording, my audio is like really, really funky. It's like it's very jittery for some reason. So I got a lot of stuff I'm gonna figure out because I wanna take good time to improve the quality of my stuff before I start like posting more. Because I've been posting like real consistently. I want to focus on a little bit more quality.
Quite sure how wide I need it to be, but right now we're at 2 meters. We do not want it that big. Wrong button. Scale across the X and scale 0.5, which would be 1 meter. And now I'm going to take half meter, 0.4 meters. Just a little more, just get about 1 meter. This is how we're going to have our size to get about 0.3. So this is how thick we're going to have our doors, and then we're going to have an outer shell that houses the doors. We'll add those separate. Now our door has a nice thickness, so we want to prepare for later. So this I'm going to about the width of the toe. Nice and this and I'm actually here one more time as well. And then this piece is going to go inward.
If you're what you gonna stream?
And then this piece will go, or maybe no, and it'll act towards like
You only use, what is VN? I know what CapCut is. I used that for a while. Editing software. Oh, VN video editor. Huh. Interesting. It looks pretty nice. Oh, help. Hello, Plute. Ooh, nice. It's Hayes. His short just hit 2K views. Nice. Hello, Plute. Welcome. I'm not going to be doing anything very interesting for right now. Right now, I'm just like exploring Davinci Resolve, but trying to figure out how this whole thing works. Trying to improve the quality of my stuff.
Right. Now what I could do is I could...
Ooh, it has advanced keyframes. That's nice. Advanced keyframes is always good. I did do some stuff in Premiere and like a class or something, but I wanted something pretty strong and free, so I'm just gonna try Davinci. Maybe I won't like it. We'll see.
Right. Now what I could do is I could just go ahead and alt revamp that, and that looks pretty good. But this part right here, it just looks so flat.
All right. See ya.
These edges along the center, and on both sides, I'm going to subdivide, scale across. Then I'm going to select the centerpiece and scale it across the Y to a scale of, let's say, 5. Same thing on this side. I'm going to take each of these, subdivide, control click.
Interesting. Then this would be X. How much? Oh, I have so much footage left. This is not going to be fun. Ah, I lost my spot. You're glad to watch me do a Davinci stream. Last time I was here, I learned I could isolate layers in Krita. Life-saving info, by the way. Nice. Okay, another life-saving thing. Hold up, I'm gonna pull up Krita because we are gonna be doing that later. I'm gonna show you something else I learned. I don't know if you were here for this, but it was very useful. Oh shoot, my macro's not working. Hold on. Let me pull it up. I'll show you this, and then we'll get back to Davinci. I just want to show you this with you. I want to share this with you. Okay, so if you have your layer, right? So last time you learned that if you press Alt-click, you can isolate layers. However, I learned two things. Oh wait, I didn't, hold on, let me pull up my, shoot, where did it go? Browser, window capture. Okay, so last time you learned if you Alt-click, you can isolate layers. But you have to click on the text. That is something I also learned. However, see this outer jacket piece? If I Control-click the image, it will automatically put a selection around the whole thing, so when you draw, it won't go out of bounds on your layer. So if I do this, for example, it's not drawing in the empty space. So I used that a lot yesterday. That's awesome. And then the other thing that I found even cooler was, so you know how it's very important to find your layers, make sure you're on the right layer? Well, if you press R and click, whatever object you click on, I don't know if you can see it right here, it'll automatically switch to whatever layer that is from. If you R click, you can watch as it switches between my two layers. So I can always make sure I'm on the right layer. So those are just some cool things that I learned. That was awesome. Dude. Pretty cool. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead. You can also use transparency lock. It's the little checker thing on the layers. Hold up. I gotta, now that you said that, I have to grab that. I gotta pull it back up. Transparency lock. Transparency lock. Does it lock the transparency? Micro shortcuts. Here we go. You say it's the checker thing on the layers. Transparency lock. Well, let's see. If I have this and I do that, if I did this and I did that. Transparency lock. Oh, that's okay. That's a way better way to do it. That is a much more efficient way to do it. So that would be the better option, but then what I can do instead is if I want to move the object, then I can use the control click to make sure I select the whole object. I guess? Something like that? I don't know. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you. And then we'll pause there and figure out what we're going to do next. Create is really weird with clipping layers. So you clip a layer to another one. You gotta put them in a group and click the little symbol. Anything that it clicked will mask the bottom layer of the group. That kind of went over my head, but I think I got the general idea. Krita is you flip a layer to another one. You got to put them on. I know grouping. Click the A symbol, and anything the A clicked will be masked the bottom layer of the group. Okay. No idea why it works like that, but there's someone working on it, making work more normal. That's always good. That's what's nice about it being open source. Ah, that's annoying. Hold on. How to prevent over scrolling Davinci. Fixed playhead setting. Oh, I can add markers. That's going to be helpful. Markers, link selection, position lock, snapping, detail zoom, custom zoom. I don't know. Here's the plan. And figure out what we're going to do next. Here's the plan. I'm going to take all these faces here. We're going to extrude, manifold them down. How far? Pretty nice. I think I'll keep that down. All right. Here's my next plan. Here's my next step plan. I'm going to take edges along the inside, and then I'm just going to bevel them. All these. Click. We're gonna take these along the center because for some reason I suppose dissolve those this edge. That's what I should do. We'll do that in a moment. Now that is all right. All right. So outward. Like so. Scale across the wall. And emission shader. Some kind of
Eventually, we should get to the point where those merge. Hopefully. But looks like that didn't work. Let's try something else. Let's just select these individually. Merge and use this thing. Eventually, these individually. We should merge them. Let's just select these individually. They're about the same, and I'm going to select everything, merge by distance, and increase this to 0.005. Eventually, we should. Let's just select the. Let's just extrude these plus the X. So they're about the same, and I'm going to select everything. Let's just select the. Across the X. Let's just select these individually. Now we should merge them.
Man, this is.
Merge
Oop.
distance. And increase the size. Do that until they're nice and ready.
I must say. Oops.
All right, looks good. All right, looks good. Now let's make size.
If we can't fix the audio, we might have to scrap this video.
Right, now we have the base for textures. Let's go ahead and apply them to our faces as we need, and then we'll adjust them as we need later or add new materials. I'm gonna add a little bit more of a gray background.
Yeah, that sucks because this took a while to record. Yeah, it's just that abysmal. We'll see. We'll see.
Add a little bit more of a gray background for our camera.
It's like I don't know if you can hear it, but it's like juddering. We turn it up.
All right, now it's time. It is ready.
I don't know if you can hear that.
Now we must prep it
to
animate it.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Here we have our outer shell. We have it right here, and then our little center latch, and then we have our light. It looks rather nice, I must say. However, it is yet incomplete. So here's what I'm going to do.
It's weird.
Select all the faces. Looks like it's supposed to just dissolve, so as I run into those, I'll do that as well.
Shortcut keys are so nice. Sounds okay to me, but I can kind of see what you're talking about in the timeline. Not sure what can be causing it. Yeah. It could be. My theory is these overlapping clips. Or maybe I changed my recording settings because in OBS, my stream encoder can't be the same as my recording encoder, and I feel like that could have possibly caused an issue.
Right. Our faces are separated. Let's go ahead and delete these. So this is a proper walkway. Make sure we delete any of these. And that's it.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Real quick. So I'm gonna pause real quick. All I'm doing is I'm fixing these faces, and then it looks like I have some faces here that I didn't quite select. And go here, this, and just select it, and do it. I'm doing that for all.
Are you able to mute one of the audio tracks? Yeah, I probably could. That's a good idea. Oop, mute track.
Doors. Alright, these doors, they're ready. All I'm gonna do.
Oop.
Alright, these doors, they're ready. All I'm gonna do is I'm going to take these edges along the inside, and then I'm going to bring them in, and then turn them into
Hey, it's still there, it sounds like. Let's try the other one. Nah, it's still doing it. Shoot. Darn, might have to scrap it. Shoot. That's fine. Anyway, I made like a basic sci-fi sliding door. Yeah, I'm gonna scrap it. Shoot. Darn. That's okay. I can take all the time I need because once I figure out how to organize this audio, organize recording, and organizing my videos, I'll never have to do it again. All right. Oh, looks like we're doing coloring a little bit earlier than planned. Yeah, it's... Yeah, let me get you a proper look at it. Let's see, window capture. Are you working now, please? Since you're here, window capture. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, that's not nice. Why isn't it letting me find Blender? Hello? Blender, 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 Blender. Window capture, okay. Blender, there we go. Here's the proper door. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I definitely think it'll look even better if I put some more work into it. But yeah, some of the constraints aren't working properly. But door, I intend to improve upon this later, so maybe I'll make a video on that instead. All right. Yeah. Oh, why does it? Why? Why? Don't open my. Don't show you. You don't need to see my file explorer. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I personally think it needs some work, but I do like the look of it. Luckily, there's nothing that can dox me from my file explorer. It doesn't look like. Cool. I can't get doxed from my file explorer. That's good. All right, I guess we're coloring now. Let me open up my reference. Here's my reference picture. I got it downloaded. I have the little text that you can look. I don't know if you can read it, but coloring time. Yay. Where are those arms? Arms. I wish I could show both of these at the same time. Do you know if there's a way to show two, just like isolate two layers instead of only? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how this shading would connect. Oh, where's my other reference? Reference images. I got a suit reference. Well, and then we can do that new thing we learned. Where's my layer? I don't know where my layer is. R-click. Oh yeah. And then do that thing where you lock that. Now I should be able to just is it working? I can't see it at all. Holy smokes. Is it just me, or do the colors feel... They feel a lot lighter than they normally are. Maybe it's because I just, like, stared at that for so long yesterday. Yeah, I like, it's hurting my eyes to look at now. Oofta. Can't believe I looked at that for so long yesterday. Oh, it's fine. Oh, we didn't... Ah, put this back on. Select multiple layers and alt-click. Nope, doesn't look like it. What if I did Control-Alt-Click? No, what if I did Control-Click and then Control-Alt-Click? Nah, I'm not... doesn't look like it's working. Ah, I did the wrong layer again. We definitely I like that, but if the light's facing directly at us... That, maybe? It's not smooth. Make it smoother. Something like that. Yeah, that looks good. Same thing on this side, and we just go. Wow. And we're just going to add a very, very thin one across the whole thing. Like that. Just to give it some depth, I guess. We're going to have to redo our outlines, but that's good. They look a little funky anyway. It's interesting how much just a teeny bit of color can make such a huge difference. Ah, it's too thick. Too thick. Nice and ready. Oh man. My stream is a mess. I'm looking at it right now. It's like, it's funky. It's fine. All right, then let's see. And we can add this one right here. Yeah, coloring is amazing. Like, I'll see some people do drawings and they'll just have the base colors, and even though like the art itself is fantastic, like they did a really good job drawing it, it doesn't look that good. But then once they add like a little bit of shadow, it just looks like 100 times better. It's crazy. Let's trim that down. Oh, I should bring out my drawing tablets. Get good practice using it. Right. If I was in a suit, how would this... Would it be like this, and then it would come down? Maybe like a little bit of a fold there. Let me do the same thing there, and now I should be able to... So it's like that. Kinda. Then let's do our outline on both of these first. Yeah. Just that little bit of color makes it look so much, makes him look studious. Like he's got stature. Why does this happen? I zoom in, right? And then it disappears. And then I zoom out, and then it comes back. Maybe I'm in the wrong layer. I don't know where this little dot is coming from. Color theory, yeah. Color theory is such a strange yet wonderful thing. It feels like a little bit much. Good though. We definitely want a little bit. So I look here. Oh, was it you? No, it wasn't you, was it? There's like some weird fold where it... Yeah, this little spot right here. There's like a little bit of a curve to where this would be. So maybe I should add that. A little bit of a curvish color. Nah! Or at least not that dark. I can't even tell if I've drawn anything. Maybe it's because... Hold on, let me close my blinds. Oh, that's way better. I can actually see. The natural light was making it hard to see. Yeah, inner elbow. That doesn't look quite right, does it? Like, a little more of an angle? That? I don't know. It is just a suit, so maybe I don't need it. I don't want to. Don't want to overdo it a whole bunch. Let's go back to our forearm. And we just. What if we just did a little bit of that and a little bit of that? Nice, but no, not quite. Because it needs to be like that. Maybe we need to make it thinner. That looks pretty good. But right, this inner elbow part is looking a little strange. Looks good though. Let's see. Maybe we should add like a little bit of like this. I'm on the top right. Let me decrease my pen size a little bit. Oh, what is that? What did I do? There we go. Forearm. And then I just do like this, because this is where the elbow is. Yeah, that looks better. It's not very clean, but it does look better. So you got a little bit like a wrinkle. Where that would be. That looks good. Man. Nice. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. All right, now we can go to... You want jacket sleeves top or forearm? Let's try forearm. Go like that, then we're just gonna get rid of that line there. That should be okay to leave as is, I would think. Wow, they look nice. Bye. Wrong piece. Yeah, that should be pretty good. Let me actually go to it though. And let me change the edges a bit. No, I'll just change it. I'll just replace it with this color. It's only Tuesday. Nice. Okay. Now let's re-add our outline. And then we should be good to go on that. Then we can start doing the shoes. Shoes will be fun. I'm actually very impressed at how far I've gotten in such a short period of time when it comes to coloring. Just goes to show the power of color theory. Ooh, that's way too thick. What did I do? 12? 12. Kind of ruins the illusion, though, doesn't it? If I made it thinner. 6. What if I did 6 instead? Yeah, that's better. Nice. I want that, like, somewhat cartoonish outline, just because I kind of like the look. I'm not going for realism. Oops, we want 4. Nice. All right. Shoes. 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 Shoes, shoes, shoes. Shoes, shoes. How do we do shoes? Ooh, tough. Start with this. Shoes. Okay. Try and make a distinction between the top. Try and make a distinction between the soul. That looks nice. Okay, let me turn this to pitch black. Where's this? Hopefully that is enough distinction. Ah, shoot. If I just did this. Oh. Nah, not quite what we're looking for. But it could be handy. No. We can only do like half of it for this. That did absolutely nothing. Am I on the wrong layer for something? I am. Well, how unusual. Yeah, I'm drawing on the shoe layer, but it's going under it. What is happening? R-click. Didn't do anything. Gasp. Ugh. R-click. R-click's not changing anything. That does give a clean distinction between the top and bottom, though. I do like this. Hello? See, it worked that time. Why doesn't it work with black? Because if I go to this gray, look at that. Hold on. Right over top. If I go here, it goes under. Huh? I bet it's because I have this on. Yep, there we go. That's what it was. Well, hunga bunga. As they say in Nowhere. Maybe I keep that. I don't know. Let's start with just the base colors, I guess, for now. Make sure this is smooth. Smooth. Like that, yeah. Okay, that's good. Hey, why'd you do that? There. That's a clean distinction. Maybe we should use this to do all sorts of clean distinctions. I think that's a good way to do it. We want this to be distinct from here, I guess. If we outline like this. Make it very clear that this and that are two separate things. Yes, okay. We'll use this as our divider line, I should say. our highlight line, I guess. Very distinct. It's okay if it's not great. No one's ever going to see the shoes, or at least not this close. Oh, I gotta fix the pants too, don't I? No, I don't. That looks fine. Anything else that I actually need to fix? Not really. I'm locked in today. I have hardly spoken. Absolute lock-in. Yes. Only ours will be the opposite. Ours will be... And if that was like that, that would be there. Okay. And if we do... Let's say this is the mark where it shifts. Same thing here. A little bit lower. And we've got maybe some shine on the inside. Got same thing on this side. No, not quite. Okay. There's that. Then what if we get some real bright highlights like this? Oh, hold on. Ooh, shiny shoes. I like it. I like it. I like it. Shiny. We do. Because I assume the light's facing right at us. So then. Like the toe. The toe's nice. Hey, when did you get here? You're not allowed. That's. Okay, the toe looks pretty good. And it's still a little dark. I need more thickness to the shoe. Like, hey, this shoe is round. It has depth. Something like that. Nice. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Not quite. There we go. That's, wasn't it white though? Close. Longer, longer. More empty space. Better. That looks good. Okay. Ah. Okay. Now we need to take assume this gray, and then make it real thin, and then we go like laces. Actually, let's turn on a mirror modifier for that. Lace, 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 lace. Oh, but then laces would be crossed like this. And then there would be, I guess that. But these would be sagged down. Like that. I guess those look like shoes. If I see them on my stream, they look... Yeah. I would call that good. They're on a non-visible portion. I don't need to make it perfect. But if I can, that would be cool. Let's not worry about that right now. Now we can just... Nice. I feel like that kind of adds personality though, doesn't it? Those like little speckles. They're not clean though. I don't like how they're not clean. I mean, it's fine that they're there, but they're too visible. Yeah, I'm gonna leave him. I think they look kind of nice. All right. Okay. Okay. Oh, great. Now I want to add something. Excuse me. Better. Okay. I'm satisfied. Sorta. Now I'm satisfied. Those look like shoes. And the laces that you're never ever gonna see. Alright, let's do a little bit of cleanup, shall we? Oh, okay. Let's figure out what this dot is from so I can remove it. And then we can get started on the hardest part of this whole thing. Oh, second hardest, actually. Clean up, clean up. Okay. You know. Procrastinating. I'm like, oh, hey, small thing. Instead of doing the actual thing. No. What is this dot? Where did it come from? Where did it go? It says it's on outer check. Why did that work? That didn't work like the 3 other times I tried it. It's probably because of this. Oh, and what is up there? What is... Oh, did I accidentally... Interesting. I must have had a Y mirror modifier activated or something. Okay, that should be clear. Forearm. Final. Shirt and tie. Final. Okay, so this is, I would say, ready to be rigged. I think we'll have to do that for a stream too. Concept. We can keep concept U. All right, Mr. Concept. I need this. I'm gonna steal this portion. Nope. Concept, please. I'm gonna steal your hands. Like this. Oh, and how do we make hands look? Oh no, oh no. Oh no. This tough, this tough. How do we do hands? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Hands. What if we go like... Oh no! I'm not good at drawing hands. This is not gonna be cool. All right. Let's just get this part. Switch to the correct brush. We're gonna move to hands, neutral hands. We can add more hands later. We just want neutral hands. Let me hide. This. Okay. This is gonna be like there. Let's actually add a mirror modifier. That'll make life easy. That. Okay. Now, how do we want the thing to be? I just realized I don't have a plan for this. Do I want them to be like clawed? Like, let me pull up a reference. Yes. Okay. We don't want clawed hands, like super clawed hands. But what if we do like a... Okay, so here are our options. We can do regular, plain old hand. Or we can do kind of jagged, clear hands. They would just be like that. But there wouldn't be any of this. We're thinking smooth hands. Think lower. You have any suggestions? Suppose we could always add claws later. But I don't feel like we're just like long fingernails. But like slightly... Because they are a bird after all. That was something. Neutral. I just want plain old boring. There we go. Something like that. Neutral hands. Okay. So we've got, I would assume that this is the wrist, right? And this should go out. A knuckle. Then straight. Then you have second knuckle, which goes straight, and then this goes like that. Okay. Thumb. I do like the look of the claw hands. It won't be like this. They'll look way better than that. I'm like a subtle claw, like a very, very subtle one. Was I at 6? I don't. I guess I was at 6. Okay. Okay, so there's those. Then if we have, this would be this. 6 pixels. Go like this. Turn off eraser, please. Thank you. And we're gonna go. This curls out. Then it goes down. And then kind of like that. Then, do I have mirror modifier turned on? I do, good. Because I don't want to do this more than once. That seems nice. And then this would come down to here. Where it would go like this. Now a little bit closer like that. And then kind of like this. And then if we're talking, this is the thumb. Feels a little small. Maybe it'll be okay. Maybe it'll be okay. Right, so let's do a practice. This was the thumb. Oh, we did the wrong angle, that's why. No. We're looking at the right angle, okay. This was the thumb. And this was like, why's my eraser? Turn that off. This. This. That looks like a solid thumb. It's a little choppy, but that's okay. We can always clean it up as needed. That. Oosh. Oosh. Okay. Good. 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 Now, where's that subtle claw hand I found? Okay. So they're going to be... Can't get a good look at them. Look at this. See if I can get a clear picture. No. But it looks like they don't go out very far. They go out to like here. And they start what I would assume to be here. It would be like this. And then it would just be here. Be like this. Kinda. But this thumb is basically front facing, so it wouldn't quite do that. It would probably just look more like, it'd actually be wider because, I don't know, wide. Like that, I guess. Because then the claw look I'm going for is like, this was the thumb, and it was at this angle. It would be like this. No, not quite like that, but that's close. Alright, well, let's take this. Should I download this image and trace it? I'm gonna do that. Or like, just so I can get a better reference. This is from Victor Yamakado on Pinterest. Something like this. But we want wide. We like wide hand. Something like that. It should be out more though, shouldn't it? Yeah, it should. This is how I've been getting like 90% of my stuff to look good, is just trying to find a good reference and then almost copying it. Yeah. Doesn't have to be the exact shape. Okay, now we have the general idea. Erase that. And let's get our second reference in here. Oh, maybe I can find a better reference. Ah, there we go. This is good. It's a little large. Some claws like that. Little smaller, but... And goodbye, bot. Oh, hold on. Wait, I didn't ban them. I didn't ban them properly. I just deleted their... Whatever. I deleted their message instead of banning them. That's fine. Ban's probably not going to do much anyway. They'll just keep coming back. They always do. Yeah, it was a bot. Saying, hey, you should download AI viewers. And I'm like, no, I'm good. Thank you. I like the curve of the hand. That's good. But I want it to be sharper. Let's try and do that. I report them, Twitch usually bans them pretty quick. Yeah. The thing about like those bot accounts is they'll always come back. Oh, no, that does not. Okay, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's not do that, shall we? The hands look funky. What is it? What is it about it? Let me crop this. I just have the hand that I want. The hands feel off for some reason. Oh yeah, millions and millions and millions of bots. Why does it look... Something feels off. I think my sleeves are too long. Where's my concept? Because I moved these down here to fit the sleeves. But maybe that wasn't a good idea. I don't need to worry about hand stuff for now. I don't need expressive hands. So as long as I get this done, I don't have to like rig them up to anything. They'll just kind of hang at my side, and then if I want to later, I could always add more. But see, the hands feel right there. Then, yeah, my sleeves are too long, eh? Let me take these forearm ones. Just kind of move them up a bit. Like that, maybe? Oh no, I should have just shortened them, shouldn't I? Put them back. I just shorten them. It shouldn't warp a whole lot. They're totally warping though. Let me think. Yeah, my arms were way too long. The palm should be right there. Bring this one so they're even. And then adjust this just so it blends again. Gonna have to fix that in case there's any funky stuff going on. There, that's better. You can see the clipping there though, that's fine, we can fix that. Forearm. Okay. That should be better. I like this other hand better, though. Let me remove this reference. I like the hands on this dude. Like that. So then if I go... I got pretty... Hold on. This bottom is a little bit... That feels about the right size. Let's try this instead. Right. By reference, where'd you go? By... Alright. Neutral hands. Mirror modifier is on. Where are you? Why are you here? Outer jacket final. Get out of there. And let's rotate it until we get precisely the angle we want. Like so. Like that. And if we select our correct layer this time. Oh, that's fine. That'll help us see. Big hands. We want big hands. Good. Very good. Right, there's our basic outline of our hands. Okay, how do we do this? Bird claws. Mannequin's not good for... Let's start with the joints, shall we? Here are the knuckles. Let's go... finger and finger. We'll do 3 fingers. Or maybe not. Is that so hard to tell? An image looks so nice from a distance, then you zoom in to try and see the meat and potatoes, and the meat and potatoes look disgusting. That's kind of how it goes, though, I suppose. Say this is another finger. Like that. Or would that actually work nice? I don't know. How long have I been going for? We have to be done pretty soon. Does that hand shape look fine? I'm gonna have to make some small modifications, but 6. Just to make it look a little bit more natural, I guess. And we would say knuckles here. Does it look good? A better question, does it look the way I'm okay with? Yeah, that's too thick. That's better. A little bit of a more natural. And this would be like that. That looks pretty good. Then we have that. Then we got a little bit of a knuckle there. Like that. Yes. There's only one there. Okay. I think that's our hand shape's done. Then I'm gonna go like that. And then let's bring up our color palette. Colors, question mark. Is that the one we want? Oh yeah, what color do we want? Just so I can get the base color down. I know we want like a dark. Where's our boy? I guess we will change. Do that color maybe? I think that's a good place to start, I would say. Yeah, that's fine. That'll do just fine. Okay. Nice. Okay. I think that's where I'm going to stop for now. I'm pretty tired. Yes, a few things left to do. That's good. We got a good foundation for our hands, though. We finished the primary coloring. Got a good foundation for our hands. We can finish the hands tomorrow. I will stream tomorrow. I'm going to be streaming quite a few times this week just so I can get more progress on this. And then